Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So, shall we start?
Yes. Sure, sure, sure.
Okay. So, good evening. I am Narayani Gupta, a final year law student, along with my teammate Jayati, will be conducting today's interview. We also have Gurvansh and Bhavya along with us. I am delighted to welcome you to today's insightful session. I am honored to welcome Advocate Pankaj Rishi Krishnan, sir, a distinguished Supreme Court advocate and a legal research scholar. With extensive experience across the Supreme Court of India, various high courts and tribunals like AFT and NCLT, and the CBI, he specializes in criminal law, forensic science, and penology. Known for the exceptional drafting skills, he also a dedicated trainer for the judiciary exams and UPSC civil services. As the first generation lawyer from the Shrines background, his journey is truly inspiring. To begin with, I would love to hear about your journey, sir. What inspired you to pursue a career in law, and how has your path led you to where you are today as an advocate of the Supreme Court?
All right. So basically, always a student of science, and I'm a very energetic person about the physics and chemistry. And I loves to solve the derivations, loves the formula of the physics. So I desire, I asked my family to get me the in physics, chemistry, and mathematics. That is PCM in the class 11. But my family says, because there are lots of medical professionals in my family, they says to me that, dear, you should go for the NEET examination and you should go for the medical profession as well. So eventually they asked me to take the PCB, that is physics, chemistry, and biology, and I pursued the pre-medical examination, and then I secured all India rank 27 in the NEET UG. Then after the graduation, I feel that I just go to the court for some work and find out that there are lots of people wearing the black coat and white shirt are roaming here and there and just doing lots of things and lots of things and lots of discussions there. And I'm not able to get what kind of discussions they are doing. So when I entered to the courtroom and there are a family, there is a case is going on, and that family in that family there is a woman who was crying for a thing, and I'm not able to get that why she's crying. But by listening her voice, I feel that she's in very pain and all that. So the judge wrote something in the paper and says just 2 to 3 lines. And steno, there is a steno, right? So steno typed that line and the case is over. And I'm very shocked that, all right, there is a person who speaks just 2 to 3 lines and he just dissolved the matter. And everyone has to oblige that thing. Okay, so this man is very powerful in nature. All right, so that day I was very excited to get to know that there is something, a new profession is there in the society where that is very much respected and all that. So I go to the internet and find out that what is law that day, and I really search that what is the meaning of proper law, what is the meaning of litigation, what is the meaning of corporate law, what is the meaning of judiciary, what is the meaning of UPSC and all that. And and I, on the same day, I searched that what are the top 10 lawyers of the India, and I took the admission in the law. Somehow my family resist me, just don't take up admission in the law, there is no profession, there are lots of struggles are there, and you have already done your graduation, then just go for the master's program and just have your career. Why are you going to the bachelor's program again and again and just having this lots of struggles in your life? But I said to my family that uh, at the last stage of my life, I don't want to regret that I want to pursue something, but I did it just because of some pressures in my life. So I just want, so I did. And then I took the admission in the law and just then I find out that there are lots of classmates who are a daughter of a high court judge, who are a son of a senior advocate. And I was in my fear that I was a first generation. There are no people to hold my hand in this profession. So I go through each and every section of the law, read lots of books and books, commentaries, books, judgments, and all that. And I have a good substantive knowledge in my college, and I was a topper there. Then I participated in some of the programs that you might also participated in your colleges. Also, there is a moot court competitions, mediation competition, client counseling competitions as well. So I participated that too, just to gain some knowledge and just to gain some exposure. Then I am honored to work with some good lawyers of the India, and I was really shocked on that day because the lawyer I search on the internet, eventually in my law school I work with them without any condition, just on my hard work. I was an intern. Lots of people's. I had internship under the Supreme Court judges. I had internship under the High Court judges, and I get a rigorous training from them. So due to the rigorous training, my behavior was also sometimes a little strict, but I'm not strict as well. So this is how my journey going on. Then I enrolled in the bar council. I faced 2 to 3 months struggle that I did not able to get any job in the litigation as well. But somehow I started things and I get some good clients. I had some good connections in the profession, and then I eventually elevate to the Supreme Court as an advocate and just working right now.
So
See,
thank
I
you.
face like from here to here. So this is a long journey as well. I'm not able to frame all the things in just one sentence, but yeah, patience is my key. What I say.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your inspiring journey. So, moving forward, the theme of the today's interview focuses on professional ethics, exploring its significance, challenges, and role in the legal profession. So, we aim to gain insights from a vast experience, sir, to understand how ethical principles influence legal practice both in and outside the courtroom.
See, professional ethics basically, what is the meaning of professional ethics in legal field, right? So just you need to see whenever there is a topic, what I teach in my class. Okay, I teach in the UPSC as well, I teach in the judiciary as well, and I teach in lots of competitive examination. What I teach in the class examination, that you have to focus on the heading. Miss Narayani says that the professional ethics for the legal field. So what is the meaning of the professional ethics in the legal field? It refers to the moral and ethical obligation that the lawyers and the legal professionals must adhere while practicing the law. Means the integrity principles, the fairness, the trustworthiness of the legal system. Means the meaning of the integrity in the legal profession is that you have to like join and just make a self independent group, a positive group where you can feel your growth. Next, fairness. Yes, you should be you should behave like a fair person. Don't discriminate peoples on the basis of their color. Don't discriminate peoples on their financial conditions. Just take up the clients. Just take up the clients because you are the lawyer. You are given a separate identity in the society just because of your educational qualification. So yes, now trustworthiness. See, I find on the social media that lots of peoples are there who are just uploading the judgments copy, who are uploading the order sheets copy of their cases. No, this is just like a disclosing the confidential information. Yes, you can disclose the information, but after the judgment, what I say. But before judgment, it's not a good thing because it's all about the trustworthiness of the clients. See, now, let's talk about the key principles in the legal ethics. That is, duty to the court. Number one, the duty to the court. Lawyers uphold the dignity of the court. and act with the honesty and respect. That's why when we wear our advocate dress, like our gown, like our band, then we must respect to the judges, and we must have to respect the decorum of the court. That's why we say, oblige my lordship. Yes, my lordship. Yes, oblige my lordship. So this is the thing. And also we have to respect the other counsel as well. Yes, my learned friend says that. Manas, the learned. So this is the thing. Lawyers should not mislead the court. That's all a duty. That is also a duty to the court. That lawyers should not mislead the court. And also, lawyers must assist in the administration of the justices. You find that lots of peoples are there in the courtroom, and also you are law students. You have done lots of internships, right, under the senior advocates, under the advocate on records in the Supreme Court and the High Court as well. So you find that there are some lots of lawyers are also there who like mislead the court, just presenting the fake evidences and as well. There is a case in the Supreme Court. I just don't want to take the name of that particular lawyer, but he present a fake case of the SCC online, and that case does not exist anymore. So yeah, lawyers must assist in the administration process. Next, duty towards the clients. What are the duties of the lawyers towards the clients? Number one is confidentiality. That is what I am talking. That you have to be secure the information. You must have to respect the privacy of the clients while dealing with the cases. You don't have to like speak all the facts in the media in the ongoing process of the case. No, you just don't have to speak all the facts. You must hide the information when it is a crucial case if you are dealing, but you should be very transparent to the judges while presentation in the hearing. Next is loyalty. Yes, you should be loyal towards your client. Next, you should be very competent to your client, and you should be very transparent to your client, that you have to give reports to your client that we are at this stage, we are at this stage. See, I see that some of my juniors and some of my lawyers, and it's not about my lawyers, it's like most of the group in the advocacy, they are dealing clients, right? But they did not talk to their clients, and they did not speak the real truth of the case. They just extorting the money. They just extorting the money. But I don't think that's a good thing. You should be very transparent to your client. Next is diligence. Okay, so lawyers must handle the case with proper care and proper attention and very promptness. Means you should be must aware with the facts. You should be must aware with all the evidences that you are having. Next, you should be aware that all the precedents that are interconnected to your cases, right? You have also seen in the virtual court hearing or the physical live hearing that we lawyers, we seniors standing before the Supreme Court, and 2 to 3 juniors are standing behind us, right? And just we ask them, see, give me the paper. And this they give us a single A4 sheet paper जिसमें हम कुछ लिख करके रखते हैं, and then we paper put on our podium and then talk to the judge that मतलब just see the para number of this particular case, the citation number is so and so. In this landmark judgment, Ms. Narayani Gupta versus Union of India. So in this particular judgment, so and so, it is pertinent to mention that just so and so is this because we are presenting the case. So we must aware at each and every single point of the case. That is all about the diligence, the duty of our. Next, duty to the opponent and the third party that are involved in the case. The lawyers should treat their opponents with very fairness and should be very ethical process and should not involved in the unethical tactics. some of the lawyers in the Supreme Court just they are provoking the opponent counsels just to speak some kind of the bad words in the case or just to shake their confidence. Have you ever seen? Okay, I find your answers by your smiles. All right. So you have seen that. Even I've also seen that. Okay, sometimes even judges uh, asking you the questions just to shake your confidence, just to shake your competency. But if you are very honest, if you are very like very bold towards your presentations, so nobody can shake you. Now, duty to the society. Okay, what's the duty of the society? What's the lawyers have the duties towards the society? Number first is upholding the rule of law. Okay, upholding the rule of law and promote the justice towards the society. Number second is the pro bono services. All right, we lawyers should also provide free cases or the legal aid cases to the particular sections of the society, and even the district courts also have that particular section, the particular authority, that is DALSA, DLSA, that is District Legal Service Authority, and at the state level that we have the State Legal Service Authority, and then at the national level we have a National Legal Service Authority, right? So yeah, number third is lawyers must discourage the frivolous lawsuits that waste the judicial resources. That's also an important duty towards the society. Now, next, what's your duty towards the profession? Number one, that lawyers should maintain the integrity and avoid engaging in the corrupt practices. That's a very bold statement, but yeah, it is a very important duty that lawyers must maintain the integrity of the professions, that they have to work with the group. See, law profession is a kind of the profession that should not work, that you should not walk alone in this profession. You should have to go through, you should have some kind of the good friends who support you in the legal profession. That's how this profession works. Next is that lawyers must follow the professional dress codes. Sometimes you have seen in the videos, sometimes you have seen in the live physical hearings that judges scold the lawyer just because they are not wearing the proper dress. They are just wearing the gray blazers, white pants, and the gray pants, and some kind of the girls I have seen in the Supreme Court and the High Court, they are just wearing the black jeans with the heels. This is not the particular dress codes. And even some boys are wearing the brown jeans in the courtroom, in the high court campuses. I don't think that this is the good thing. You must have the professional dress code that was uh, guaranteed by the bar council rules. So you must have to adhere to that particular rules. Now, next duty is the you should report the unethical conduct of the lawyer. If you are standing in a courtroom and you feel that some lawyers are harassing the other peoples and all that they are just making the bad statements about the peoples and all that, so you should report that code of conduct to the bar council, to the certain authority, or to the honorable judges, that so this particular lawyer is doing some kind of the unethical practices and all that, so his license or should be very under the review process and all that. So that's how the bar council have a special committee in this regard, that is the disciplinary committee. All right, so let's talk about the ethical violations in the that is your professional skills, professional ethics for the legal profession. Number first is conflicts of the interest. All right, there should be a very conflicts of the interest, and some might peoples are interested in the process of justice. Some peoples are interested in the process of money making. So every individual is different. We can't blame a single person, but every individual has their moral values and ethical practices and all that. Number second is breach of client's confidentiality. Yeah. So as I say that some peoples are uploading the screenshots, the chats, and the order sheets copy on the internet, on the LinkedIn as well. and on the Instagram, that just they are showing that their litigations is going well, just to attract the lower juniors and interns especially, because lots of peoples are there on the LinkedIn, just to they are attracted by the lawyers because they are uploading good things on the internet. But I don't think this is a complete breach of the client confidentiality. Next is misrepresentation and dishonesty towards the clients, towards the court, and towards the opponent counsel. Number fourth is negligence in handling the cases. That you are very negligent. I see. Say, I give an example that there is a lawyer who present a fake case towards the Supreme Court of India, and Supreme Court in this regard orders passes an arrest order against him. So you must not be negligent. You must do your duty with proper due care and attention. Next is advertising and solicitation. Solicitation. So lots of people are making reels. Lots of people are making videos on the YouTube, on the Instagram, on the social media, other platforms, just to attract clients and just to attract how big they are and how the good aura they are having. But there is a complete ban on advertising by the bar council that you should not advertise yourself, and you should be very, like, you should have maintained the dignity of the profession. You see, when you wear the black blazer of that particular profession, all right, you're wearing your white colors neck band that represent you, that you are have a separate identity in the society, means you have a power of representation, that you can represent any sections of the society, no matter it is a poor people, no matter it is a rich people. A lawyer is a person who can represent even a chief minister as well in the court. A lawyer is a person who can represent even a judges in the courtroom. A lawyer is a person who can represent a particular people's, a, a male, female, a particular administrative job, that is the IAS, PCS, and all that. So they have a separate identity, and if you are given a separate identity, then you have must, like, you have respect that thing. All right, now let's talk about some kind of a good legislation about the professional ethics. Number one is Advocates Act 1961, that you might study in your law schools also. The Advocates Act 1961, basically it's talk about the conduct of the advocates, that how you behave in the courtroom. All right, what's your things, and what's the stake of the bar council? What's the stake of the bar council of India? Right. Next is the bar council of India rules. There is a separate guidelines issued by the uh, bar councils, and separate rules and regulations are upholded by the bar council, that you must have to adhere that rules. And believe me, believe me when I'm saying this, lots of law students not able to read that particular rules in their law schools, and they have completely no idea what rules they are, because they are just passing the law semester examinations. They just sit before a night and just go through on the YouTube and just have their PDF notes, and as just go through that and just talk to a good senior who is an academic scholar or something, or just talk to their good professors, just asking for their notes, and just write up their examination. And after the examination, all things will be wind up from the mind. All right. And after, when entering into the profession, they commit the mistakes. But solution to that mistakes, dear, just go through the Bar Council of India rules, because there are certain, see, lots of peoples are there, lots of intellectual peoples are there like me, who spend their times to frame their rules for all the peoples. But peoples have no idea about that thing. Next is the Contempt of Court 1971. This particular legislation ensures that the lawyers do not undermine the authority of the court. They have to respect the courtroom. They have to respect the judges. They have to respect the opinion framed by the judges, the remarks given by the judges, the judgment of the court. They must have to like respect that. So this is all about that. The fundamental legal ethics is the just for ensuring the justice, fairness, and the public trust in the legal system. That's what I believe.
I have a question. Like, can you share an instance where maintaining client confidentiality was particularly challenging for you? Like, like how you navigated that situation?
All right. See, um, there's a criminal case. All right, in the state of Punjab, and that criminal case was a very brutal one, and I handled that case. And this case was a recent one, just 2 to 3 months ago. All right, and when I coming outside from the court, lots of people are waiting for me just to uh, take my interview for that. All right, that what happens in the courtroom? What happens in the courtroom? Okay, we are having the Mr. Pankaj Rishi Krishnan here. So he's a particular lawyer of the particular cases. All right, so they are just waiting for me, and somehow see there is a dream of every law student. See, if they are giving an interview in the media itself, or some kind of the special persons are giving very uh, gracious about you. All right. So you might have your confidence is just here, and you might share the information. See, uh, Gruanch, right? We have in the meeting that Gruanch is here. Okay, dear. So if you are a law student, suppose lots of peoples in your relatives, and you are in the marriage. All right. You have gone in the marriage, and lots of peoples are talking to you. Oh, Gurvansh is a law student, and soon he will become an advocate, and soon he will become and go into the litigation practice, and he had a great career, and he's a very positive boy, and he's a very good thing, and so and so. So Gurvansh will be happy in his mind. Definitely, he's happy. See, that thing also will happen with me on the same day. But in the state of happiness, you should maintain your mind. You should not share the confidential, and you should not share the crucial information just to uh, just to satisfy your happiness. No, somehow people's doing the same mistakes on the social media, on the news media channels, that they deliver information that this is the thing happened in the courtroom today. You can share information into the media just to further making the transparency with the society. See, there are lots of cases in the society where society actually wants to know what happened into the courtroom, and the only medium between the lawyer and the society is just one platform, that is media and the journalism. But somehow people get the misinformation, and there is also a media trial of the particular cases, so that will also shake the confidence of the lawyer. So I don't think lawyer should share the confidentiality of the information in the open channel. Next, when it comes to the individual things, that while counseling the client, so you should build a trust in the client's mind that I will not share the information till the judgment. I will be very honest towards my clients. You should uh, tell him about your track record in the cases, that I will win the case, that I'm very honest, and whatever the situation in the cases, I will tell you, and you should also come with me on the particular hearing, and I will show you the particular order. All right. So this is the like things, and what I teach to all my junior interns and the junior lawyers, that you should maintain the confidentiality, but you should not have the discussion on the case with your friends till the judgment has come. If the judgment was passed by the honorable court, then you can publish an article on the social media that I have worked in this particular case. Publish your article, no issue. But before delivering the justice, you should. maintain the information confidentiality. Reason is somehow the opponent people's taken advantage of this. Okay, this thing is uh, uh, going in this in that particular lawyer's mind. Okay, then I will get some homework today and do a proper research, and then I will see him court. So this is the thing. So like there are lots of angles in the story, but yeah, what I say is that you should not disclose the information.
So, sir, you touched upon the aspect of integrity. Have you ever encountered a situation where a client requested you to present misleading or unethical information to the court, and how did you address such a dilemma? That's my question for you.
See, in my career, I didn't face such kind of the problems in my litigation till date. But as you asked the question, I definitely answer this. See, lawyers basically, what I say that they must adhere to the concept of integrity in the profession, and they are just very transparent to the clients, and they are just transparent to the judges. But somehow, in the sake of justice, because they feel that things are going very wrong, so they just pass the confidential information in the open court, and that information is not much comfortable for the client to be delivered into the open courtroom, because they are very like, see, somehow in the rape cases, what I say, in the rape cases, the girls victim are very underconfident about the facts, under very, and they are just in the fear, and they just don't want to recall each and every things about that particular incident, because it will harm the mental peace of that particular victim. But in the stake of the justice, lawyers and the judges keep asking on the question, especially the defense counsels. All right, they are just triggering the points of the girl, that what was happened on the incident, what was happened on the incident, are you involved in that case? All right, I have this evidence, I have seen you that you are going into the room and all that. So is it with your consent or not? So these things and such kind of the questions will harm the mental peace of that particular. So lawyers must ask the question, but in the very dignified manner, what I believe. And they are just, when if they are delivering the confidential information also, then they have to must take care of the client's mental peace. What I say, that the things I said into the court must be near about a comfortable situation for the client. So yeah.
That answers my question. And also, when it comes to conflict of interest, could you describe any situation where you had a conflict, where you had a clear conflict of interest, and any steps you made to ensure to handle the situation professionally and ethically?
All right. So when it comes to the conflicts of interest, uh, in that situation, lawyers have a different opinion on the particular issues. That see, if we are dealing a particular case, a criminal case, then we have a different thoughts in our mind. That is this thing a very good thing that we are doing? It's thing a very bad thing, or there is a pressure on our mind. Sometimes there is a pressure, and there is a conflicts of interest as well between your clients. Clients want something, but you see, as per the procedure, these things are well going on, and somehow while dealing a case, there might be a chance that you are not able to find good precedents on the internet, that is on SSC online. So it will create some conflict into the issue of law, that this thing has not been discovered yet. So there is a conflict of incident that was really happened in the recognition of the same sex marriage case, and that thing is undiscovered. on the hearing when the case was listed before the Honorable Supreme Court, and lots of peoples are having lots of interest. Some peoples are demanding for the recognition of the same-sex marriage. Some peoples are demanding the adoption rights. Some peoples are demanding for their employment rights, right? But there is much conflicts about all of them. So yeah, there is a conflicts of interest sometimes into the issue of law a lawyer must face in their profession. But what I say that you should aware about your facts of the case. You should aware what the demand of the clients. You should aware what's the issue that was generated from your case. You might you in your law schools you have written a lots of case commentaries
Yes.
as in the assignments. So there is a section issue involved where you frame 2 to 3 questions that whether the party has been so and so, then question mark, then whether the Honorable High Court has so and so, then question mark. So this is the issue. So you should be very particular about the issue in your case, and you should avoid the conflicts of interest.
So, sir, as we are talking about the ethical standards, so how a lawyer can ensure that their fee arrangements are clear and transparent and according to the professional ethics, like maintaining that professionalism as well.
All right. So first thing, answer to the question is the behavior of the particular lawyer, the behavior with the client, that how he behave, how he present his things to the client, how he counsel the clients that these are the issue in your case, these are the particular facts. And in the previous years, the Supreme Court uphold these kind of the things in the same instance, and the same instance is with you. So you should be like tell each and every points to your clients. So that's it's all about the client's thing. Now, when it's come to the courtroom, so you should be very much uh, transparent to your judges as well, that you should deliver the good precedents. You should respect the decorum of the court. You should respect the judges. You should stand in the position of respect and just nod your head like this and just giving respect just like this and just say oblige my lordship, just yes my lordship. Yeah, sometime people say to the judge that yes judge, yes sir. So no, this is not the good thing. And even I have seen a senior advocate, he's saying the judge that yes Mr. Chief Justice to the judge of the high court. So that's not a good thing. What I say, you have to respect the chair of that particular court, the not the person sitting on the court. Next is when it comes to the opponent lawyer. So yes, uh, you have to be very transparent to your opponent counsel as well. If you have a particular document, if you have a particular information regarding the case, then you should share that information to the judge, and you should share that particular information to your opponent counsel as well, because you are there to uphold the administration of the justice. Don't just making the in the just not involved in the money making process, what I say. Next, what is the duty of the society? Yes, you should be very trustworthiness to the people. You should treat the people very fair and in equality manner. You should not discriminate the people on their religion, on their caste, on their gender, on their place of birth or anything. You should treat people very fairly. And what's the thing, that the principle of natural justice must be followed to the courtroom while dealing a case from the lawyers as well. It's not the duty of the court only, it's all the duty of the lawyers as well, that they are just following the principle of natural justice. Yes.
So, sir, Like, is there, was there any situation like that you realized that your actions might have unintentionally compromised your professional integrity? Like, if there was any situation like that.
All right.
So no offense, like
No, no,
curious.
no. See, such question must be asked because you are a younger generation of this profession and you are just juniors to us, and you have a right to know these all things that are running into the professions, and you must aware of all the each and every facts. So, in my things, what I say that con- uh, problem regarding the integrity till date, I have not gone through these such problems. Uh, I have a good career in the litigation. I have don't face any kind of the problems. My career is going smooth and a very good one. But integrity, the concept of integrity was faced by my juniors, my immediate juniors, and they tell me the situation. I will tell you that. So basically, you should be what I say that you should maintain the integrity of the profession. Man, means you should uh, walk with your lawyers colleagues just hand in your hands. You should be very loyal towards your friends into the professions. Means that if you are doing a case together, then you should share the information together. You should eat together. You should present the case together. You should share the information, your evidences, your everything together. But one of the friend shares the complete information to his senior, and senior enter into the picture and take all the matter in his hand and thrown out the second junior from the case. So this is not the ethical practice. This is what I say that this is very unethical practice has been given by the lawyers. And somehow, see, what I hear into the courtroom, you are asking me, Narayani, that you faced a problem of integrity. Then I remember one. Uh, that's not all about the integrity, but it will be somehow connected to the integrity. Uh, some peoples are there who are just giving me respect that, oh, Krishnan is there. Oh, Krishnan is very good. He's my senior. He's just like my dear one. But when I coming out from that room, then lawyers are speaking about me. Oh, he's very strict. He's very bold. He's very bad person. He's very rude in the behavior. Why are you talking him? So there are two faces of the people in the profession. All right. Some people are appreciating you. Some people are don't want to see your growth. Even lots of friends you have. All right. So in your friends group, there are some peoples are there that you are that pleasing you for everything. They are just congratulating for you everything for your growth and as well. But some peoples are there. They are just not happy with your growth. That you are engaging good seniors. That you are talking with the good seniors, and your growth are growing day by day. So that is the problem of integrity. And what I say that this profession is not maintained alone. You should have work together. This is a uh, profession based on the connection, that if you are connected with the good people, then you will find lots of good opportunities, and you will find in the opportunities that your growth must be done with that particular person. You don't know that that you are meeting a person today, and that person will helping you after the 4 to 5 or 6 months later. Narayani feel this statement. All right. So you never know that this who you gonna please today, and that person is helping you in the profession in the later and all that, and guiding you for the further things, and just taking your care in the profession, that you are my child, just sit with me and I will talk to you, and let's have a coffee and let's have a good conversation about the profession and all that. And don't worry, if you are feeling a problem, I will be there, dear. So this is the thing. Yes.
So, sir, you briefly mentioned about pro bono work and its significance in the legal profession. But what I would like
Yes.
to know is what is your take on the importance of pro bono work, and if you believe it's essential for all the legal professions to engage in while
All
they're
right.
practicing law?
All right. See. All right. See. See what is firstly, well, let's talk about what is the meaning of the pro bono. Pro bono is a kind of the thing in which lawyers takes the matter for the free, right? So every lawyer, what I suggest to say, that every lawyer must take the pro bono cases, not the every case, but from the client who are not able to pay the amount. Even I, okay, even I, as you people know, as you are the very young peoples, and not about you people, you guys, but everyone knows that the fees of a senior lawyers of the Supreme Court of India is very much high, and a client somehow not able to pay the such high expensive fees to us. So I have done lots of cases just taking the 1 rupee and enter into the courtroom and wear my gown. Just single 1 rupee coin in my hand. I have to just take 1 rupee just because of I just need to earn something from that case and take some things. Nothing. That's why I'm taking 1 rupee. That is for in the only the pro bono sections. So yes, some people must take care about the administration of the justices. If the lawyers feels that these clients are very poor, these peoples are uh, not able to pay the fee, and really they are facing the such kind of the bad things in their life. So somehow, as being a interest of the humanity, you should go for the pro bono cases. Then don't earn from the cases. And if Miss Jayati asking me for the pro bono things in my office in my personal litigation, yes, I on in the interest of the pro bono, I have declared in my office that I will take up the matters of the rape victim for the free entire till my death. Next, the children's cases that was under 18 involved in the juvenile justice matters, I will take that cases for the free. And the senior citizens matter, after the age of 65 years, the peoples are having the litigation into the courtroom, and they are just not getting the justice from the honorable Supreme Court on the honorable High Court. I am there for them for the free. So this is what I am doing in the profession, and every lawyers are doing some kind of the things similar like me. Some are my good honorable seniors in the into the Supreme Court. I'm very young one. And some of my juniors are doing the same. So yes, pro bono is a good thing, and every person should go for that thing.
So okay, sir,
Thank you.
like we have like understood like how much professional ethics are important. So like since you have carved your path as a first generation lawyer, so like so what are the five short advices for the first generation lawyers like us?
All right. So number one advice, what I say that see, I have a story.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
All right, all right. In my law school, I had opportunity to work with senior advocate KTS Tulsi. You might aware must aware for with that person. That was a very dignified personality in the criminal litigation across the country, and he's a very much respected advocate. So there is a lunch time going on. Time is approx 12:50 p.m. in the daytime, and I was sitting with my co-intern and just asking her that yeah, I'm not able to find the particular case law on the internet. Have you find, yeah? Just share me the information. I also just write into my laptop and all that, and just writing something in my diary. And suddenly a hand came on my shoulder that hello, and I just looked behind that. Oh, Katie's Tulsi sir was standing behind me, and they are just saying me, okay, dear, just come and join me for the lunch. And they asking me and my co-intern just to join him for the lunch. And I was very in fear. It was my first meeting with him, and I was very young law student at that time. And I dare to ask my senior that, sir, you are a very dignified personality, and I was very happy to engage with you today, and I was very much obliged for that. So since in my law school days I was very much interesting person into the criminal litigation, and so you are also a criminal lawyer, so will you give me a special tip for me so I can frame my things? So I will share you that information. That information was given by KTS Tulsis to me. Number one information, he said just a single word. He just eating his rice, a dal chawal, and just he's saying a single word, that is patience. And then I waiting for another sentence, but he didn't speak. And the 5 minutes are going on, and then he asked his junior advocate to regarding a case, that what's the update of that particular case. And then I waiting for my senior KTS Tulsi sir to speak some more thing about the profession and all that, but he didn't say anything. On the next day, I asked him that, sir, what's the next thing about the patients? Then he say the eloquence and integrity. Now, when it comes to senior advocate Mr. Jetmalani, that is Mr. Rambulchand Jetmalani, I must go through in an interview, and in the interview he said that a lawyer must aware of each and every facts of the case. He should not be in the fear to represent his client, no matter what he is a terrorist, no matter what he is a rapist, no matter what he is a murderer. He must represent his client into the courtroom very fearless. And number third tip was from the senior advocate, Miss Rebecca John. See, I am giving you the tip from the very dignified profession, and last tip was given by me. Okay, third tip was given by Miss Rebecca John, that while dealing with the case, no matter it is a civil case, no matter it's a service matter, no matter it's an administrative matter, no matter what it is a criminal case or any kind of the case you are dealing in the courtroom, you must go through to the each and every facts. You have to prepare a proper list of dates and event, that on which date the particular things are happening into the into the incidents and all that. And if you are clear about that, then you must be very confident while dealing with the case. Next is Dr. Aman Ingorani, the senior advocate. Uh, Dr. Aman was my faculty in the Indian Law Institute as well, and he's my one of the good senior, and I respect him so much because he introduces me to the field of mediation and arbitration. And I have completely no idea about the mediation and arbitration. I was just having the name just in my law school that okay, this is the thing. But he particularly introduces me to the mediation things, and he's a senior mediator in the Supreme Court as well, and the High Court, Delhi High Court as well. And he takes me to the mediation center and just explore, just teaching me what's the mediation procedures and all that. So he taught me in the internship that, Pankaj, you must to be very neutral towards the clients. You don't have to flow into the emotions. Somehow there are the issues that are very crucial one, that you are dealing a criminal case, that you are dealing with the civil cases, and your emotions get hurt, easily hurt, because you're a human. All right. But you have to be very neutral about the emotions. You have to control your emotions. That you, because while dealing with a case that have disturbing facts, your emotions get maybe low or maybe it's a high one. So you are distracted from the path of justice. So that's the thing. And the last tip was given by me is number one. See, I'm giving you not the single tip, but I'm giving you the lots of tips just to make a note and just make a good account of that. Number one is just prepare the facts, the particular fact that you are having into the case. Just counsel the clients and just having a just read the body gestures of the particular client. Somehow clients will share you the wrong information, but if you are intellect, but if you are have a good psychology and if you are have a good intellectual mind, then you are able to detect that what thing is good or what thing is bad, and the thing he said to you is a truth one or a fake one. Number one is just read the body language of the client. Number second, read the complete facts. Don't say anything. Don't be over smart towards your clients. That I know everything. I'm the king of the profession. I'm the daddy of the profession. Don't say such things in front of your clients. Just say I'm a student. I'm just learning. I'm just going through the case files, and then I will talk to you. I have seen that lots of district courts lawyers and the high court lawyers are very confident about their litigation and all that, and they just seeing the clients and they, hey, just come here. I will take this matter. What's your matter? Oh, it's an arbitration case. All right. Oh, this is the simple one. I have dealt this such case in the previous month. All right, just take this matter. Just this is my account number. Transact a 50,000 amount. Your case will be dispersed in a single day. And on that particular hearing, case will be dismissed due to the overconfidence of the client. Number third is proper uh, list of the dates of events should be mentioned according to the particular series. Don't flow into the dispersed facts. Just maintain a proper index of your things. See, uh, suppose if I'm talking to this is a Bear Act. All right. So in this particular Bear Act, you will find that there is an index who will try who have information regarding the profession, and that index helps you to locate that particular page number, locate that particular sections and particular provisions. So you should have prepared an index of your case. Next is proper findings of the Supreme Court judgment that are interconnected to your facts. Next tip is prepare a good issue on that particular cases. That is, see, I think all of you have done internship into the Supreme Court of India, and you have gone through the special leave petition. And there is a section, question of law. In that particular section, we lawyers frame questions, and that question must case in the Supreme Court is standing on that 4 to 5 questions. If you are making good questions, then your case will be standing. Otherwise, it will be dismissed on the first hearing with a good cost of rupees 1 lakh, 2 lakh, or 5 lakh or something. Next, uh, annexures. The annexures you are attaching with your file means proper evidences, proper things. Okay. Proper documents, proper statements, proper orders in a particular series, and just arrange the order passed by the honorable court according to that particular dates in the ascending or in the descending order. Next is you must go through the office report of the case. Have this particular case has been filed before yet? If that yet, yes. So what's the order has been passed in that particular court? Next is appendix in the case. In the appendix sections, you should mention the particular legislation of the case, that what kind of the sections are involved in the particular cases. That proper you have just made the headings of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023. Then how many sections are involved in that particular cases? Just list out that sections. Particular legislation, then BNS, then BSA, then Arms Act, then NDPS Act. And those, what kind of the legislation that are involved, just you have to put that things. Next, you have to be very clever about the facts. You have to be very clever about framing the arguments. Your arguments will not depend upon the grounds that you are making in the case. Your argument somehow also depends upon the arguments framed by the opponent counsel. See, if some of you get a chance to work with me in the future in my office, in my just like my junior advocate or something, or the internship, so you find in the courtroom that I'm just sitting on a chair and close my eyes and just listening everything, and just listening everything. I didn't speak any a single word to my junior. Okay, that I'm not giving in, I'm not doing giving them instructions into the courtroom that just go this thing and just do this thing and do this. I asked my juniors that make a note what the opponent lawyer says. Write everything in your diary. Everything. Whatever the opponent lawyer says, whatever the judge has been says in the particular cases. Because this movement can't be spoiled and this movement can't be lived again. Write each and every point. And I'm listening what the opponent lawyer says. And I'm framing all the points according to that things that was saying by the opponent lawyer, and I frame all the points, my points, according to them. And then I stand up in from my court just like this, and oblige my court, say that my lordship, I'm ready, and then I speak my facts, and then the lawyer says sees like this. All right, then they ask for the papers to their juniors, and then reading the papers and reading the files. So that's the strategy that I'm making in my mind. And I'm the particular person, if you are asking to the people in the litigation, that I am famous for this thing also, for my strategic mind. I play with the mind because I play with the law. That thing is okay, but I play with the mind. I frame according with the situations that was happening into the courtroom, just ongoing things. So yes, that's a complete tips for you guys.
So yes, so we surely will following all of your advices. So like today's discussion has provided us a comprehensive understanding of professionalism and how we have to follow the professional ethics. So it's been an absolute honor speaking with you. And on behalf of myself and my team members, we extend a grateful and heartfelt gratitude for your time and thoughtful reflections. So, thank you once again, sir, for joining us and sharing your wisdom.
Thank you, Narayan.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, sir.
Thank you all of you, Miss Bhavya, Mr. Gruanch, and Miss Jayati. Thank you so much, all of you.